In this video, we see an update from UniAnimate, where input videos of human poses guide images to create motion. Besides dancing videos, I think it's also fine to do martial arts. There are two updates about the hand-tail needle. This is the official video model of the Wanxiang hand-tail needle. Another one is the update for the FramePack tail needle. So when we last saw FramePack implemented in Conf UI, it had only the basic video function. Now you can input two images for the tail needle. I'm using Runway Online's comfy UI for generation here. First, we see the implementation of UniAnimate. I use KJ's workflow and it demonstrates the character Laura realized through the Wanxiang model. What's special about this model? It is trained on a 720p OmniView video image-to-video model. So if we use the 720p resolution, we should be able to achieve better results. But it is still compatible with lower resolutions. Both video and image inputs are uniformly set to 720 at 1280. UniAnimate has also been implemented in other ways, but now it seems that by leveraging foundational models like Wanxiang Video, it can achieve better results. With higher resolution and using pose videos to guide image generation, it produces clearer, more consistent outputs, including better hand details. The main difference lies in the process of creating pose videos. KGF created a separate node specifically for this purpose and input it into the sampler. If you set it to 0.021 million, it uses this node. There is another node connecting the video input and the image input. The input image here is aligned with the first frame of this video, so my posture video is detected from this video. If our input image isn't aligned with the first frame, this node will align the pose video to match the input image. So here, we can actually make some adaptations. For example, in the pose videos we tested, it's clearly visible that 1 or 2 frames are missing. How should we handle this? We can use a node, like my OpenPose, combined with DW OpenPose and OpenPose detection to blend them, which helps complete our missing frames. This way, the pose video will have no gaps. Then load it separately. So if we want better results, we can load them individually. If the first frame is aligned, you can navigate to RunHub by clicking the AI button without referencing the pose image, or click the link in the introduction to register, which will give you 1200 points. Logging in daily will earn an additional 100 points. The corresponding AI workflow and one-click AI applications have been deployed online and can now be run and tested online. Here we see the first and last frames of the Vantone video. Finally, we waited for its official release and saw that it is a 4K model, meaning it is the highest definition video model available in our local open source digital domain. These are implementations of 1280 by 720 and 720 by 1280, and you can see they're extremely clear. It's the same as the digital frame packing we'll talk about later, which also requires sampling. When the two images are quite different, you can either use a mysterious transition or a fade effect. Of course, there's also a chance you might get a good result. For this process, I used an official procedure. I standardized the aspect ratio and length for official procedures. So it's 720 pixels wide, 12,280 high, and 33 frames long. Several models were loaded in, and the official created an independent node for it. As usual, some gain controls were still included. So since it's essentially a universal video, I have a valid reason to believe these enhancements still apply. So I also connected it in. Finally, let's look at the guard frames in frame packing. The guard frame time for frame packing is quite simple. It fully relies on the official node from RunningHub to create a video with start and end frames by normally inputting 2 images and text. In terms of effectiveness, they all belong to the first tier of open source projects. FramePack is basically a fire video, and it also changes over time. I'm using videos with significant differences here just for testing purposes. When you use it yourself, you can definitely use 2 images that are more similar. After overall evaluation, the first and last frames of Wanxiang video are. This model from the official team has the strongest overall performance. It can produce good results with normal image transformations, and even for images with minor variations, it can generate satisfactory outcomes. So most of the time, this channel shares open source models and projects, but closed source models are where RunningHub really shines. Many popular models' prices have been significantly lowered by it. Models like V2, Kelling, and Wanxiang are examples. Some versions are even cheaper than the official public prices. Once you use it for a while, you'll realize how cost-effective it is over time.